G'day everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a few things going on, but this morning, we're going to attack this. So, right in there is a hole that is weeping on this hose here. Now that's our crowd hose. I'm underneath the bucket, don't worry, it's all safe. We've got the load of pallets there, can't squish me. And it's one of those things that you forget about until you use it again. So this actually happened at seeding last year, and then seeding all wrapped up and parked it all away, forgetting about it, and then it's not until we started using it again, it's like, ooh, we need to get that done. So I've called Trevor at Wicked Welding. They can fit us in. They can take the hose. So we're just going to take this off now and then get that into town so I can weld it up, because it is our crowd hose. So it goes, where's the best way to show you? It goes up there, along there, and then all the way into the ramp, just there. So we'll get it done now. So we've got it done. We are not going to leave it up like this. We're just getting the size for our nut there, because we're still, when you got it lifted, I'm not sure how much oil is going to come out. So we're going to get the size and then we'll move it and go from there. Look at that, teamwork! You got it now, do you?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, hard to tell, but I believe that right there is the hole, just there. So what I'll do is I'll leave it dirty so that when they get it, they see the problem area, and then they can just clean it up with a bit of brake cleaner and hopefully put a bit of weld on it. Now I know what you're saying, why don't I just weld it up myself? I don't have the appropriate tools or skill to weld that little tiny crack up. You know, that's probably some specific wire that you need to do that and all that sort of stuff. So it's better to leave it to the professionals to weld up something like this, and that way we know it's gonna last and withstand the season, well, the years. Cal's just set off to town with that fitting, so we're hoping that the boys at Wicked will be able to get that done today, so we can get that back on by the end of the day, or at least tomorrow morning, and then that way we know it's done. We're all happy, peace of mind. But look at how good the truck's looking. So apart from you got white paint on the nice grey that Earnshaw did, but like Henry's just saying, at least with it being white, it's more of a standout, so people aren't going to knock themselves at that like come night time. But yes, Henry spent all Friday grinding this all back. I bet it was a fun job, and and then painting it. So we're just doing I think it's the third coat at the moment. So Cal's just finished the third coat, and Henry's just finishing that little bit off there. I've got on my ute, which I'll go and grab now, all the stuff to do the air. So we're going to plumb that up now and hopefully that works. I'm a little bit skeptical on a few things there, but hopefully we've got all the right fittings. We'll just see. Now, one thing we were talking about last week is it's going to be very dark out the back there. There's no lights in the back of the bin pointing backwards. So filling, you're going to be in the dark. We've got this light right here from the Earnshaw, so we'll just twist that round the other way and have that lighting up that way. And then up here, we've got this light here which sort of shines this way, plus all the bin lights will be shining. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the camera. All the bin lights will be shining this way as well, so it'll be so this part will be lit, but out the back where you're filling the flexi won't be. It's a snug fit, but she's on. We're in a bit of a pickle at the moment, so we got everything sorted, and just before we hook this up, because I didn't want to cut it, and then there's 2 air tanks back there, as you guys saw in the last video. I just didn't want to have, for some reason, it not work. Anyway, we've started the truck up just for my peace of mind, and we're not getting air back to the trailer. So we've got a gremlin up at the truck end, because it should be working back there. The blue line is working. That's when you use your brakes. That sends the air back, and then the red should be charging that tank, and that should be for all your emergency air brakes. So it should be like a power beyond. Like there should always be air supplied through this line. Keep it charged. So we've got a tap here, an isolator tap. You turn that on. And we've got a fitting in there. There should be air coming out of this. So we're not sure what's going on at the moment. I don't know. I think maybe we'll just continue on, cut it, put it in, and then we need to trace back our issue here. The next issue we've actually got, and Henry and I started doing it on Thursday. The lights on this thing now. This trailer, we've never actually operated at night time, so we've never worried about the lights. It's on farm plates, I know it's a bit dodgy of me. Anyway, because we're going to be operating this at night, driving down the road, I want to make sure that everything is going. So we've got all our side lights working, our back, our brake lights, our indicator lights, our parker lights. They are sporadic, not working, so we've got the brake lights working, but we haven't got and one indicator light. None of these side lights are working, and actually none on the truck work themselves either. So I should have checked that when I bought the truck, but this one here on the other side, that works, and that's the only light. The side lights that are here on the side of the truck, they don't operate. The ones on the roof don't operate, and for some reason there isn't actually any on this left hand side. I'm not too sure why, but yeah. So we might finish off doing what we're doing here. It's hard because we need to make sure that our air. This is where I'm at. Do I finish back there, pull it out, disconnect it, bring the truck in so we can work on the truck, focus on the lights, sort the air. Then we need to hook it back up to then sort the lights out on the truck, on the trailer. So I mean the tank should take air, so we should be right cutting it. We've just got to fix the gremlin up there. Maybe that's what we do. Alright, so we've got this tap back here done, and we've just discovered that you do need both of your brakes off back there in order to build your air up in that tank to which doesn't make sense, because to have, when you turn your air brakes off, right, that means that you should be right to roll, but no, apparently you need to turn your air brakes off on both so you can then build air back here to then release these brakes, which makes no sense whatsoever, but I can hear that working, and that's working. Well, we fixed that gremlin, still got the electrical one, so yes, that's fixed, I guess. Yeah, that confuses us both. It shouldn't be working that way, because that way you've never got air demand going back into the tank when you're stationary, when you're stopped. Doesn't make sense. I'm sure one of you guys can comment and let us know why that happens. But so we've got the electrical to sort out on the trailer and the electrical to sort out on the truck. I can't remember if I told you guys, but we had when we left to go to the F1, we had a lightning strike hit the house, or right next to the house. Blew up a few things. One of those is the air conditioners. It's been a whole debacle with the air conditioners, and we are still waiting for people to come out and sort them out. And the great thing is it doesn't drop below 35 degrees this week. So that's great, but I've been in contact with them and they're going to let me just go and diagnose a few things so that if there is a board or something that needs to be purchased, well, ordered in, then they can get that. So I'm going to go do that while Henry's here. He's going to, was going to figure out that air issue, but now he's going to sort out the light, or trace the light problem that we've got on the truck, and then that way we can then go forth and rehook it all up and then do the lights on the trailer. Well, my aircons still aren't working. I got that, did what I had to do there. Henry has got these side lights working, so I can, hang on, I'm going to have to use an implement to reach that, turn them on. Alright, so these lights here are now working on the side, which is good. It was a broken wire underneath the cab, apparently. And then Henry's just currently on the roof because there is the lights on the top of the roof of the cab weren't working at all. So those ones there are all working. The one he's plucking off now isn't, and then all the ones on the front aren't working. At least we've got some working now on the top. That way, if you're going down the road, at least people can see it's a truck. So that's good. I'll come back down here and show you these side lights. So that one is working. That tail light is working. This tail light isn't working, and that one isn't working either. So yeah, while we've got Cal in town, I've got him to pick up some stuff for the trailer, and we might even just get rid of this one here and just replace that altogether. And yeah, it's going to be something in that whole ball of wiring in there, but we're slowly getting to the cause of all the problems, and then yeah, we'll be able to bring the trailer in and sort that one out. Back here was
it just sticks to the good copper and not the rough, grody copper.
So what Henry's doing there is soldering up the line that was broken for that side light, but there's a fair bit of corrosion in there, so he's just trying to sort of do the best he can because it was working. I've diagnosed this one back here, so indicator was working, but our tail light isn't, and it is buggered. These are LEDs, power is going in it and getting through to it, so it should be working. So I think it's just come to the end of its life. So yeah, that's that one pretty easy. We just need to get one and replace it. Hopefully I can source one in town and get Cal to pick it up before he comes back out. Right, we're back from lunch, full bellies, and what we are trying to do is find an air leak. When I picked this truck up, I reckon the air was working magnificent on it, and you never had to wait for it to build back up. Anyway, these bags are deflating within, I don't know, how long it takes to drain the air, probably about 10-15 minutes. All our air's gone from the tanks, and Henry's just squirting on something there. We can hear something here. We're just trying to find it so we can stop this air leak, because it's going to become a pain in the arse during seeding, waiting for air to build all the time, as you can probably imagine. Oh. No, hang on. We've got a couple. We've got an air leak just there, and we've got an air leak up there on the tank somewhere. This one up here might be a bag, I'm not sure yet. We're just trying to investigate that one. we confirmed that it is this bag. It's leaking from right underneath there, getting a lot of air coming out of there. And then, so they've got one in town. So Carl was on his way out of town. He's now turned around. He's gone back in. But we discovered something even worse down here. So that there, oh hang on, that is all cracked through, and the brake booster is doing that, which you shouldn't be able to move. Apparently that's a prick of a part to get, prick of a part to get, because it's depends on the angle of everything. Prick of a thing to change. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to go forward and see about this air leak up here, and yeah, hopefully we can get this truck to be operational. We started the truck up because we need to build the air up again to locate this leak at the front, because it's gone. But what we're going to do, Henry's just chocking the front of the truck now, and I'm going to get him to take the handbrake off. I'm all safe down here, don't worry, it's okay. It's chocked, he's not moving. Handbrake off, and then put the brakes on. I want to see what sort of, what's happening back here. Okay, go for it! This one is leaking air, but it's just coming out of that, which is sort of like a air cleaner, sort of dryer thing. It'll eventually stop, which is why it stopped last time. Yeah, a few things not right with the old truck. Not promising anything, but we are going to take the tyres off, and we're going to have a sticky beak at what we can do with this brake booster manifold. Rick from Truck Pro was telling us that because you got the diff in the way, so you can't slide the thing out towards there, you have to take the tyres off and do it this way. So I'm going to take the tyres off, just have a look, see what we can see. He did say you can weld them up. He did also say it's a bit of a common issue for the trucks to do this. And I think that this one has done it before. This one down here is black, and the other three are red. So they're the same colour as the chassis. So I believe that this has done it before on this one here, and it's broken it again. So we might just see what we can do. At least with the wheels out the way, we can have a better look, and we can then determine if we can just maybe even roll the welder into it and just plug it with weld. Who knows? But we're gonna have a look. We're gonna investigate. Right, with it off, you might be able to see what I'm meaning now. That is cracked. That is this manifold here, which holds on our brake booster. And as you saw, it wobbled around a fair chunk when Henry was putting the brakes on and off. Now, all you'd undo is those 4 bolts back there, take the brake booster off, and then ideally you'd slide it over the shaft. So there's a shaft that goes through here, that's how the brakes are applied, and you go that way, but you can't, because the length of this will hit the diff just there, and we won't be able to pull it out. So apparently the way to do it is to go forward, but to do that we're going to have to take the hub off and then the brakes off, and then you can get that off. I think. I'm not a truck mechanic. Henry and I are going to do a little bit of YouTubing here and just see if we can find something to sort of educate us a bit, and we'll see. This is what we've come up with. So I contacted technical support. So I sent a Snapchat to Brian, very technical, on because he's obviously got Western Stars, and yeah, got his. Well, wanted to know how we took this thing off, and it is what we thought, which is take the hubcap off here, and then you undo the bearing in there, and then you pull out the whole axle, comes out. But it can be an absolute pain, and if the bearing's buggered, then that's another thing. If the drum's buggered on the inside, and that's another thing. So his advice to us was to pretend you didn't see it and get it done after seeding, because it's one hell of a job to try and do, and it's probably easier for us to get into town to Esperance Truck Pro there and get the guys to sort it in town, rather than us try and sort it out here and need to travel in and out of parts. And yeah, with seeding being 2 weeks away, it's not a job I was particularly excited to do. So we'll still change that airbag there, because that needs changing, and that means that the air will stop leaking out, so we'll still do that, but we're going to leave this one to after seeding. It's just the better option. Right, so we've made a bit of a plan. We're just about to knock off now. It's currently, for your guys' reference, it's 2:30, and it's 37 degrees, so it's quite hot in the shed. But yeah, we're knocking off. I've got to go and pick my daughter up from the bus stop anyway, and then I'm going to go and sort out maps and things for the tractor. Wednesday, so hopefully the next video is us dropping the bar into the ground. We should be doing paddock testing with the bar, so I'm hoping that that's happening. I've made a plan. Henry's just going to go now, check a dam, and then also get his dam pump working down there, so that he's filling his water into his tank using the water that came from the rain. We need the truck that's there, because the truck he's going to go spraying on Wednesday, and we're going to start spraying some paddocks, get some first knocks done, which is exciting, because there's 2 weeks to seeding. We're starting on the 7th of April. We're getting Flexian delivered, I think, tomorrow. We're getting fertiliser delivered on the 22nd and 31st, so that's our fert arriving. Flexian's here. We've got everything else. So tomorrow, I've got the accountants here, so I'm not up here, but Henry and Cow are going to go and do the hydraulic hose over on the truck loader. They're going to do the bag down there. They're going to start doing some clearance lights on the side and replace the tail light at the back there, so we've got a working tail light. And then we will get his trucks all sorted for spraying, so he's going to move all that down, get that all sorted, ready for spraying, and then once that's done, we'll get the trailer back in here. We'll work on the lights on that, and we'll also put the pipes on it. Wednesday, after we do the paddock testing with the bar, we're going to then sort out the liquid cart. We're going to make sure we can we're going to plumb it up, and we're going to get it all sorted so we can fill that. We'll then do a dummy fill. We'll fill our thing with water. We'll then go and fill the liquid cart, make sure that's working, make sure that's all good. I'm not sure, they've never run it with water in it, so it's going to be a test. Hopefully we can sort it all out and get it to work, but it's all coming to the pointy end. We've also got our new bloke Jesse. He's arriving actually tomorrow, but he doesn't start till Monday, but he's coming out to the farm just to be out here. He's come from Brizzy, so that'll be good. And then we're getting Chris. He's from New Zealand, and he will be here on the 31st, I think. So everything's happening, and in amongst this, I've got a wedding to go to, my sister-in-law's wedding on about the 4th or 5th of April. So it's all stuff coming along. Everything's getting together. It's all getting to the pointy end. Hopefully this rain will come eventually. These 35-degree days is a bit exhausting. But yeah, that's the way that the weather is playing it for us. So that's all we can do. So we are going to leave the video there. Yeah, pretty much explained everything. So we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it. It does help heaps when you guys interact and share and like and subscribe and all that. So if you could do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.